Hello, here's all doing. I'm not pooping. Yo, Mikey, yo. My fucking thing is away. Oh, it's scrolling too fast now. Golf, village, food people, good citizen. That's right, recycling golf. Laura, Woody, Mickey. I'm recycling Dave and myself. Definitely myself. Where are you? Well, if you don't know that, no one does. Yunus, bro, Woody, not a great gamer. Asian, she says. Tina, Yunus, bro, Steve, USA, Wasabi. Golf. Gents must be talking to YKB. I think that's everybody. Jason. Fucking hell, that's going too fast. Anfield Lee, how you doing, Roger? Need to pop this out. Pop the old chattage out. She was. She's warm. Hope everybody else is having a great day. Boom, there we go. Good to see you all. Hey, P. Lee. Good to see you. Who's chat over here? Not mine. Wrong chat. I've got two charts here and I'm pinging out the wrong chart all the time. It's crazy. Shut that one down. Shut that one down. Shut that one down. Shut that one down. I'm shutting Windows. I've got about 100 windows open on this computer. I shut down the wrong one. What an idiot I am. Pop out chat. So I didn't buy a Mercedes. Lord, won't you buy me Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. I don't know where my companion is. I'm sure he'll be here shortly. Coffee, good to see you. Hope you're well. No, I don't know where my companion is. Top fans. Top fans are Woody, Jason. Ollie in a car chase again? Kind of. Just filling the car up with petrol. Aye, so a tad warm in the UK today. Dropped now. Cloudy here, dull. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. We'll wait and see. We'll believe it when we see it. It's warm. Cheers. Cheers. Wrong thing. Right thing. Wrong thing. I don't know. So tell me how your week is going. I'm pissed. Nah, I'm not pissed. Not yet. Hey, Elko, sorry. Roberto, what you saying? Good to see you, man. I'll ask my wife buying me hand washing up. My wife's always doing that. Hey, Kenneth, how are you? Good to see you, man. Okay. Fast forward this because I don't like this. It's rubbish. I can't do what Mike does because I haven't got a thing. Well, I have, but I haven't got it on. I think it's not plugged in. Mike, you remember Rich? I remember Rich GT 350 R. I've seen him a couple of weeks back, I think. Mike's not here yet. It won't be long though. Oh, mm. Yeah, we know Rich. Rich is a good guy. I like him. Uh, he's a good guy. I like him. Or is a good guy. Oh, he never. I'm very sad to hear that. I really like him. He's a good guy. Yeah, Shell on Mike's side said he's passed away. Aye, she is tad worm. Rich. He's a really nice guy. I hope he's on the better side of things. Mm, sometimes life is not long. Sean the Bon, Bon, how you getting on? Good to see you, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Sean. Yeah. It's sad, man. Life's short, Steve. You know that more than most. You know. But he was your best friend. None worse. The one thing, though, you'll always have your memories. No one can take that from you. Mm, um, Tina's computer. I need to fix it. I need to put a new hard drive in it. Show me my boobs. I don't think so, Roberto. I don't think so. You can see my whiskers. You can see the whiskers on my face if you want, like a bit of light underneath it. Oh, excuse me. Better out than in. Lift my glass to Solange. WTF's not here yet, but I'm sure he's not very far away. He's probably stuck in a tractor in a field. Girls at us, official. How are you? Good to see you. Cheers, Raffle. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Hope you as well. And my monitor's wiggling about because I don't know. I need to maybe secure it to the wall or something. I don't know. Here, it's lonely about Mike and quiet. Hello, man, me. His face. Roberto. Yeah. I was in your stream earlier, Raffle, man. I just checked a few emojis and left it running for you, mate. I woke up the other night and it was on, and I went back to sleep. The super lightweight high. Mm. What's the news tonight? I didn't buy a Mercedes. I seen the inside of it, and Tina said to me, my wife, my better half, she said, "Yeah, that looks horrible. I don't want it." And I was like, "Right, okay, mm, fair enough." So she says it looked grubby inside, looked worn out, and I was like, "Well, fair enough. You've got a point." Brandon, you relax, I'm here tonight. It's WTF, Mike. I'm looking for. I'll have to find it. Send him a message and say I've lost you. But I'm late. Mm. Fair. It's fashionable for me to be late. Mm. I'm late for everything. Mm. Even appointments. Mm. And how are you getting on, Steve? How's your back? How's your back? You hurt, wasn't it? I hope you're feeling a bit better when you wear them on now. Mm. Well, of course you do, Doppelman. Mm. I've got a new SSD to put into his computer, and I need to put a new case for it as well. Face to face, Mike's not here quite yet, but I'm sure he will be along shortly. He's probably listening on his phone, stuck in a tractor somewhere. Mm. Or in his car, pickup, truck, whatever you want to call it. No, Woody's moved to first place, which what this button does. The actress Kathy Bates, Roberto. Hmm. The week's been quiet. That's good, Steve. I'm glad to hear that, man. The week's been quiet. It's been quite warm, so I'm just gonna put a brightener on things, I suppose. I'm listening. I'm listening, but I'm physically, mentally drained, Ali. Lots going on. 27 degrees. The hottest day of the year. Horrible, man. No, Mikey, we could have all that liquid fucking sunshine. We don't want that. We've seen enough rain to last a lifetime. Uh, enough rain to last a lifetime, man. Fuck that. I've not found a car yet, man. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna try and take the top off this bastard. Marine and Army, man. How are you? Oh, I'm terrible at pouring beer. Look at the fuck. Well, like you wait a minute. I'm going on holiday on Monday, Steve. We'll be back on Thursday, so 27 degrees is 9. Don't move to Florida. Yeah, you're not in Florida, no golf. At least you weren't the last time I seen. Flange. My car is booked into the garage, but I'm going to fix it myself. Why book it in the garage? And that's a waste of the garage's time. Coors Light. Never tried that. I'm drinking Hobgoblin Golden Ale. Mm. Yeah, happy Friday. Flange. Flange or Flange. Cheers. You're heading to the land of the free, Steve. I need a holiday in the south of France, permanent residency, so I don't need to come back. Don't we all, Mikey? Need a shock and a spring. Well, spring's been. What kind of shock do you need? I'll give you a shock. I'll plug you into 240. Hang on a second. You coming up to get the crack, John? I'll come off back home, Steve. I should have been back home ages ago, mate. I'm away back home for a while. I'll see what the people over back home are saying. It's always good fun over there. You put a new video out, Ace Face. I've been catching up lately on many videos, to be honest with you. I've been busy doing stuff on computers. An old London farmhouse. Oh, that might be interesting to watch, actually. I see plenty of them where I come from. No, you don't have to leave, Robert, man. Have a laugh. That's what it's all about. Life's short, man. Woody, my neighbours are frying my head too much, man. I can't catch a break. You're always welcome up here for a holiday, Mikey. You're always welcome up here, man. And you don't even have to drink. We can have fun without it. We go fishing, man. Sure, me and Baz will take you fishing. On the Loch Ness. See if we catch Nessie. I'm not sure, Steve, to be fair. I can send him a message, but I don't like to annoy him in case he's busy, you know. I can't imagine he's going to be that long because I would have got a message if he was, you know. DJ, what you saying? Good to see you. Mike's not here yet, but when he gets here, I'm sure he will say hello to everybody. Mike's not rude. Give me 2 seconds, folks. It's good to see you too, man. It's always good to see everyone. Hey, Shepherd Mark, what you saying, bro? Good to see you, man. Tulu, good to see you too, man. I seen your video, Tulu. I watched it over here this morning. I've been sat in front of my PC most of the day, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. Mike's 100%, man. Good guy. I won't let a bad word be said about him. What are you saying,
My
Tulu,
God. Man, what's
man?
up, man?
I need to shut that down and open that up.
I had to come over here, man, and help you out. You know, since the Grinch
Ah,
ain't here yet.
oh, he'll be here. He'll be here soon enough. I've just sent him a message.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, Tintin.
Yeah. Hey, what up, Woody? Man, yeah, the Grinch ain't here yet, so I'll go ahead and take a shot with you. Or what you on? You just having a beer, or you?
I'll have a shot with you. I'll have a shot with you. Shepherd Mark, bro. You're always working, man, for fuck's sake. When are you going to
What up,
slow down?
Steve?
Shepherd Mark, he's my brother, like
Yeah,
my real
yeah.
life
I was about
brother.
to say, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say I
Mm.
remember that from the last time.
Uh,
What up, DJ? What up, YKB? All right, yeah, I already got my glass out here.
Flange.
Oh, man, it's been another hot one.
Yeah, you're hot compared to my hot's different.
Yeah,
Mm.
next week is
I've
supposed to be
seen,
even hotter, man. I don't know how I'm gonna make it outside. I'm gonna have to pull one of the cars in here.
I've seen about 26 degrees here today, so
Jeez.
27 the wife shouting,
Hey, Cat.
so I'm glad the AC works in the car anyway. That's
Hey,
all
that's a
I say.
fact.
Here, Teen.
That's a fact.
Here's a small gold one, please. Aye. The bottle I've already opened. Aye. No, don't open the other one. Aye. Animals always
Oh,
work. That's it, bro.
what's up,
Do
face
you
man?
hear that? You hear the boss there? It's only a small one. You will be getting. See, boss got me told
Yeah.
like, mm, you gotta pay the air. Why I put my whiskey stones in it?
And what you been
Mm,
up to this week?
quiet, man. Nah, quiet.
Yeah.
I've got to go. Well, I don't have to go. I'm going on holiday on Monday. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I say holiday. It's probably a busman's holiday because I'm going over to Shepherd's Max, where I'm from, man. And
Oh, okay.
and we were talking the day. Yeah. He's got a pickup truck. Yeah.
Hmm.
And fuck, I was buggering about with it last year to put a fuel pump on it for him. And there's nothing wrong with the fuel pump. So I'm going to try changing the ECU on it and see what that does there. Because it seems to be overfueling and smoking too much, yeah. So
Oh, have you checked the injectors or one of the
oh,
injectors?
it's got different injectors in it. We changed them.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
We
Yeah,
changed the
yeah,
fuel pump. We changed the
yeah.
injectors. We've done
I mean,
lots of it.
I
Mm,
I guess I had to learn
uh,
the hard way because I ended up hydro locking the Regal like
uh,
that.
aye.
Because
Well,
because of some bad injectors.
she's 2.5 diesel, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I pulled the pump off it with him last year. I think it was. How you doing, Ronnie, man? I pulled the pump off it last year, put a known good pump on it, thinking
Mhm.
everybody said to me, "Oh, that's a pump, that's a pump, that's a pump."
Yeah.
I changed the pump and it wasn't a pump. That sounds like me. You're ready, I.
Don't
What
you
blows a
hate
lot of
when that
smoke with no
happens?
power.
Right. Don't you
Oh,
hate when that happens? Oh man, I hate when that happens. Like you fix something and then it's like that wasn't the problem.
nope, wasn't the problem.
Yeah,
It's just one of that things,
right.
But to be honest, like, I enjoy it anyway, man. It's work, but you know, it's work that I
Yeah,
enjoy doing. So
yeah.
it's
I
long.
definitely feel you on that. I definitely feel
long.
you on that, man.
My brother, he loves working with animals. I'm bored with
Yeah.
animals. Don't get me
Oh
wrong.
man,
I
he's not
like
he's not
dogs and
like Cat.
cats.
I hope he's not like Kathy, right?
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. He's just fucking. He's
No,
it
I'm
says
just
it in his
joking.
name, Shepherd. That's what he likes to do. It's his job. And
Oh, okay. No,
uh,
that's dope.
uh,
That's dope, man.
they say I think it's find a job you like doing, and you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I guess that's one of the things that when I don't really choose to be a mechanic. I wanted to be a truck driver. That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to do. And I ended up being a car mechanic. Uh, when
That's
I
how it all
started,
works out, right?
well, that's it. When I started, when I was younger, here, can you want sort of like, please? Um, when I started, I wasn't old enough to drive a truck. So I ended up having to work in cars. You know, and I done
Right.
tire fitting, and I done. Oof, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
46 now, right? Okay, and most of the work I have done, right? Most of it's been outside, and see, after you've
Yeah.
done it for so long, man, it's like, fuck it. You think, nah, I can't be bored of it anymore. I
Yeah.
wish I had a workshop. I do,
Yeah.
the
Now
price on
the thing,
workshops over here, they're just fucking
yeah,
extortionate. I
the
wouldn't pay the
thing, the
price on them.
the thing I love doing so much, I ended up corrupting it, man. Like I ended up making a business out of it, and then it
Yeah,
just caused me headaches. Like seriously, it just caused me headaches, and I've since just played the background now, so I
yeah,
can kind of sit back and look at it.
yeah.
So I don't have to do it. But yeah, it sounds good to, be like, oh yeah, this is something I love doing. I'm gonna start a business doing it. But then when that business side takes hold of it and it stopped becoming something that you enjoy, uh
That's time to take
yeah,
a rest. Then my brother
yeah,
says it's not a job with him; it's a way of life. And here I know
mm,
that, bro, because obviously I born and brought and grew up there, right? And oh, it's in like south of me, right? Mikey, you all know this. They call us Tuchters up here, right? It's a bit like kind of like you're not meant to say this word on YouTube, right? Redneck, but it's kind of like that, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I
And
wouldn't call it subs. I
you
mean,
know, I wouldn't say it's
I
a
know
bad word,
people,
like, but you know,
farmers. I
uh,
know farmers or either,
mm,
livestock people, personally, So yeah, I don't call that,
uh, it's
redneck.
just it's
That's not redneck.
uh,
That's like if you call something ignorant as well. You
uh,
know what I'm saying? Like
uh,
it's not the same. It's not the
nah,
same
nah, flange.
face.
Nah, it's up here. It's well, in Scotland, and obviously between the north and the south, you know, it is a completely down south. It's a lot faster, right? Where I
Yeah.
live is a lot faster. Then I go
Hmm.
100 miles north of here, and everything's slower. It's a slower pace of
Right.
life. You know,
Man,
it's lovely,
my
man.
bro, I had my older brother recently, just last year. He moved
Yeah,
up to Charlotte, which is one of the biggest, fastest, growing
yeah,
cities. And within the last few months, he's moved back. He
yeah.
was like, man, it's too much
Aye,
going on.
too much going
It's
on.
too,
Aye,
it's like, you make, well, especially what he does,
aye,
he's an electrician, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? But he was like, he makes way more money up that way, but he was like, it's just way more
yeah.
peaceful being in the country, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that give and take, of and I'm not willing to
YKB
give.
here. YKB, right? You summed it up there, right?
Okay,
Highlanders,
okay.
stroke crofters. That's up north. Central Belts, city slickers.
City city slickers, right?
It
Them
is,
fast
you
talkers.
know.
Them fast talkers,
And
right? I
here,
can't do
don't
it,
get me
man.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Here, I love like Central Belt. I
Right.
love down
All right.
Glasgow. Nicest people you'll ever meet, right? Okay, come from
Yeah.
Glasgow, right? Dundee and all that other places in Scotland, man. Fucking lovely
Yeah.
places to go, man. Fucking Edinburgh as well. I find you're a bit posh over that side, right? Don't know why, but
Yeah.
they are a bit posh, yeah.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, I've been to Glasgow many times, right? And always had a fucking lovely time. uh, I don't know. People will always speak to here, even like I mean here and where I live, like locally. Yeah, some
Mm,
people here have changed so much, right? That nowadays they used to say hello to you. You can walk down the
yeah.
street and no one speaks to you. Yeah, and
Oh yeah,
it,
man.
it's
Hey,
changed.
that's
Yeah,
what I say, YKB. Hey, you're a gamer. Your TV is safe.
Mm,
But that's what I say here. Anybody that like from out of country or whatever, and they be like, who are good people to meet or such. And I've been on noted of saying, if they're
aye.
from northern United States, don't trust them. If they're from the southern part, you can
AJ
put your
was
you can bet your mama on them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
aye,
so yeah, it's the same thing. YKB, like, it's the same thing here in the U.S. I feel like, what I'm saying. I don't mean
aye,
to stereotype people, but people from upstate here, like, those are fast talkers, and they'll try to get one over on you. You know what I'm saying? They're like contractors and mechanics to me.
aye.
Not to knock you out. I know you don't probably do a
Nah,
lot of the shade tree stuff here that some of these people do.
I'll be honest with you, man. Picking, I put my prices up, right? Okay. I mean, I charge £50 an hour, right? Which I consider to
Hmm.
be a reasonable rate, eh? Uh,
Yeah,
and in that area, like, I mean, in my catchment area, I'll travel 11 miles for that, So, and
yeah.
that's, to be fair, it's decent, But I mean,
Hmm.
I was for long enough, I was like 30 and £40 an hour. And then found out I'm not getting paid enough, Even people,
Right.
my friends were saying it. You hear, Ollie, why are you charging that? You should be charging more, huh?
Mm,
You're going to someone's house, you're doing that. Here, they're paying like 400 or 500 quid for that job in the garage, and you're
yeah.
charging like a third of the price, And I was like,
Right.
to be honest with you, I mean, It's not like you don't know someone's full story, and then you get speaking to the
yeah,
people and you find out they maybe haven't got so much money.
yeah.
And obviously, you know the ones that do lay it on, right? And you know the ones that
Yeah.
don't, eh? You can see
Right,
it.
right. Nah,
So,
and that's just your heart. That's just your heart, though. You know what I'm saying? Your heart won't let you take advantage of people like
no.
a lot of other people are.
Aye.
I I got some friends. Well, I ain't gonna say friends, but I know some people right now that charge 185 just for them to tell you what's wrong with it.
Yeah. Oh, aye.
And that's that. Like that
Mm,
185, like that's their hourly rate, but they have
aye.
to get paid that hour, no matter if it even take them 5 seconds to
Yeah.
tell you what's wrong with it. You got to give them
Well,
the, but it's like, oh, that's some bull crap, you know?
I was hoping you would have I can't know. I was hoping you could take it on so you can claim insurance. But I'm truly grateful for your mindfulness in telling me it's safe. You just earned yourself 3 seconds of my Old Spice deodorants.
All right. Appreciate that,
That's from
gamer.
Gamer.
Appreciate that, gamer. Oh, well, Kathy, you're one of those ones. I won't trust you. I gotta watch you with a long handled spoon. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, I gotta watch you Northerners, bro.
Alright. No, I don't know. Like, I mean, I think it's like, and I suppose in all walks of life, I mean, you see, like, where it doesn't matter whether you're an electrician, whether you're a
Yeah,
joiner, you build houses, it doesn't matter. I mean,
yeah,
people always call you out to do jobs and that, and
yeah.
then, like I say, you can tell people that take that take the
Right. A
piss.
sleazeball, a sleazeball is a sleazeball. They gonna get
Ah,
over
don't matter
however
where
they
you
see
live,
fit. You
you
know.
know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Heck yeah, they gonna get over where no
you
matter
lonesome?
even if they work at McDonald's, they gonna try to get
Yeah.
over on you.
Mm. Yeah, it's just one of the things, I think, man. No rich people. No, no rich people in Canada. You're right there, Jay
Right.
Bush. Uh,
So Ali, what do you think I need to do about them doors, man? Like, do you think it's just an alignment issue, or do you think that's
Probably
just
alignment on the
the?
door pins, mate. But
I thought so.
no,
I thought
it's
so,
no for
man.
me to say, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, like because when I first closed it, I was like, "Oh crap! Like, what in the world is going on?" But then I thought about it. I was like, "Well, the doors did get
Yeah.
aligned without that weather stripping being on."
Yeah.
So I was like, it kind of clicked in my head. It was like, "That's probably my issue,"
All right. Mm.
but I didn't. I ain't know. What up, Jet Wash?
It is quite common for the doors to freaking drop and that, when you put it all together and that, eh? It is quite common. Like there's always a bit of play, and it's just one of that things, I guess. I mean, I don't know, like what you get over there parts wise and that. I know over here, like I mean, nine's ever perfect, right? Okay, and I give
Right.
up on trying to make things perfect, right? It's the way it turns
Yeah.
out, right? Sometimes.
Facts. Right.
It's
Right.
just the way it happens, mate. And
You're right.
here, I
You're
take
right.
old cars and buy old cars and that, and I do it as a hobby, right? More than anything, and freaking, I do someone. In my opinion, right, if I keep a car on the road, right, I'm doing a car for somebody or I'm doing it for myself. If I'm keeping it
Mhm.
on the road, sometimes you'll get freaking things that are they're just never going to go back to the
Yeah.
way they were. I mean, last year I did a job for a woman, and basically the car was pretty smashed up, right? And we
Yeah.
ended up, I couldn't get a bumper for it. So we ended up a plastic welded bits of the bumper, and you couldn't see it, right? Uh,
Mhm.
you could only see it from the other side of the bumper, but you could tell there was a crack there.
Yeah.
And but at the end of the day, she was happy because it was all back together. She could drive
It,
it,
it
you know.
right
So,
together, but it
you
still
know,
look.
so
Yeah.
you know. But I mean, other than like, I mean, I think I could have bought a bumper for the car. I think it would have been about 250 quid or something. She didn't need to spend that. And we were like, nah,
Yeah.
we'll
There
just
you
fix it.
go. There you go. Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
You're right. You're right.
there,
It's a give.
there's
It's
my
a give
work
and
my
take.
work phone going at 10 o'clock at night. I ain't answering that. That's going to answer
And
phone.
and, and high demand. And high
Uh,
demand.
So I was going to answer phone. Stop
Yeah.
ringing my work phone, Mikey. You have my personal number.
I definitely appreciate people like you know what I'm saying, that's in the field, you know what I'm saying? Like if I
Mm,
bring something to you, you'll be like, hey, this ABC and this is what you're gonna have to pay.
yeah.
Other mechanics and stuff though, they, oh no, well guess what? I just found A B C D E F G. I didn't
Aye.
ask you to look for the
No.
E and the G.
No.
Like I was
No.
just asking about the A and the C. Like
Exactly.
you
I know what
know,
you're saying.
so
I know what
man,
you're
I'm
saying.
man, like the shop here, they didn't even know,
Yeah.
but my wife, you know, my shoulder's been down, so
Yeah.
she took her car to get an oil change and an alignment.
Aye.
So during the alignment, you know, they
Come
were
on.
like they told her, they were like well, you need new wheels, this, that, and the third, not even knowing that we
Aye.
already have new wheels. So guess what they did? They went ahead and replaced the wheels
Aye.
and then
Oh,
expected her to pay for them.
that old Ford dog out
It's
there,
like,
right?
no, I took it here for y'all to do the oil change and to do the alignment. I did not
Yeah.
ask for you to put new wheels on here.
No. No, they just want to do that.
But
That's something they want to
yeah,
do because they
so
want to
yeah,
charge. They want
right.
to
And
charge
then
that.
right, besides the wheels like that I ordered for her or whatever, you know, I got them for like 600, like
Aye.
625 or you know, shipped to the house.
Yeah.
They try to charge her $1,400 for it was pretty much the same hand cooked tires.
Excuse
Pretty
me.
much the
Aye.
same $1,400 for the same tires. And she was
Aye.
like, no, either you take them back off or and then they were like,
Aye.
well, we'll give you good customer care you know, from now on.
Aye.
So, you know,
Aye.
they just let her
Aye.
ride with it. Like, bro, either you were gonna take them back off or, you know,
Aye.
you were not gonna get paid for them, you know, but that's just the type of people you have to deal
I've
with,
seen
especially
yes.
dealing with the women, man.
That's here. I've seen places like that over here, man. A couple of years back, I did a job for a woman that single mother and that, right? And me and my mate put in rear axle bushes in her car, And I think she was quoted something like 800 quid, I did it for
Uh,
400, right? Okay.
yeah.
And she took the car back to the garage where it was due its annual inspection, and there was one bolt, right? I put it on. I
Mhm,
put it on. I put it on with the gun, right? And the battery must have been
mhm,
going flat in the gun, right? And it didn't go that last little bit, that last wee bit, right? Fucking, the guy said he put a well, she said to me, she said, I watched him, she says, he put a bar on it, just a socket wire, yeah, and he couldn't even tighten it. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I says, here, I'll tighten it for you for free, right? So I
mhm,
tightened it for her. She took the car back to them. They says, oh, there's nothing wrong with that now. And she said, no, I took it back to the boy that did it, and he did it for fuck all. And I didn't charge her anything because obviously it was me that did the job in the first place. And
right.
normally, like, I check all that shit with a bar, a torque wrench, or that. But to be honest with you, yeah, Uncle Sheriff, normally, like, I mean, the gun, that's a subframe bolt. That's all it was. One wee subframe bolt, and I swear the battery must have been going flat, right? Sometimes you don't
Right.
notice that sort of shit, right? Okay, and that could have gone to a big garage, right? Okay, a big fucking dealership, and they would have done the exact same thing as me, and that would have
Yeah.
passed. That would have passed its annual inspection because they never checked it. Uh,
Right.
uh, it's just one of those things, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, I know what they're like. You know?
That's why I say, especially after I learned a whole lot of stuff. Like I've hired contractors before, you know,
Aye,
had mechanics to do stuff for me, and then it's like when you get it back or you ask them like what they did, and then they tell you, and then it's like, holy fuck.
aye,
Like I just spent that amount of money on for you to tighten this bolt, tie this wire together, and that was that. And yeah, it took probably a little bit of sweat, but it's like
yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm definitely about to start doing this stuff on my own, man. I've invested
Aye,
thousands and thousands of dollars.
aye,
Of
you are better doing it yourself. I'll be honest with you, right? And let's say that old Ford I've got out there, I've
yeah,
got a pal that does fucking he does tires, he does fucking uh and I said to him like fucking he was away on holiday at the time and I says, oh fucking I need two tires. And he said to me, oh fucking can you wait till I get home? And I was like, not really, yeah. It's just I need the tires like yesterday. He says, oh
yeah,
they're that bad. I was like, yeah. So I went to this other boy, yeah. He put two tires on it. Okay, and I think it was it October last year, December or something. The fucking bastard snowing it was, right? I got
yeah,
I got flat tire, didn't I? Because I ran over something and it blew the tire out. And he
mhm,
says to me, I phoned him up. I says, here. I says, look, I've got a flat. He says, I'll just pop round later on. I says, here, I'm fucking 17 miles from home.
right,
Uh, so I says I've got a mate who's a recovery driver. I says to him, here, any chance of taking my car home? And he says, where are you? I says, here, look, I'm fucking up the back, fucking just at about 17 miles from the house, like. He says, no bother. He says, I'll be ready in about 20 minutes. I says, no bother. I'll sit in the car. I says, the radio's still on. I says, fucking, the heat still
yeah,
works, you know?
right,
So I sat in the car. 20 minutes later, it probably wouldn't even have been that. He turned up, right? We went to the car on the back of the truck, took the car back here, right? That was 50
mhm,
quid, you know? So got the car unloaded and that. My mate came round the following day, but I pulled the wheels off it for him, shot the car up, pulled the wheels off it. He picked the wheels up, put two new tires on it, and he came back and says to me, your driver's side tire, he says, it's buckled. He says, but I'll tell you what, right? He says, I've packed it with weights. He says, so there'll be no shake in the steering wheel, right? And I swear I can sit at 70 mile an hour with that thing and the wheel doesn't shake or nothing. You
man,
know,
right. See, that's
so
what I call like good people, man. Because somebody else they try to take advantage of it. Any situation, any little sliver of light,
mm,
they try to, they will,
hey
they
Bruce,
will.
good to see you, man. No, I've known him a long time, and he comes from
Yeah,
Kurdistan. I've done a lot of work with him, right? We do work together all the time,
right,
and he's one of the good ones, if you know what I'm saying. He's a good
right.
guy. He knows, like, I mean, and we've done some work together, and freaking, we've had a lot of fun there.
Hmm.
We put shit back together. Fucking, he's gone.
Yeah,
Hey, Ollie, can you remember where them bolts came from?
yeah.
We rebuilt an engine, right?
Those
A
those are the
little,
good ones, man.
a little fucking. We built this little Polo engine now, a little Volkswagen engine, and timing chain on it, and that. If I can really built that engine on the floor, this thing was sitting on the floor, and he's got a little, like I say, there's a little workshop, on the side of his house, uh,
Mm.
and to be honest, it's, you know, he said to me, we looked, because obviously the valves, the timing chain had gone. The valves had fucking hit the fucking pistons, and
Yeah.
there was like millimeters on the top of the piston. He says to me, he says, "Do you think that'll work?" And I says, "Well, I don't see it making any difference." He
Right.
says, "You think it's gonna smoke?" Nah, it should be fine. We put it all together. That car's still running to this day, yeah. So,
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
uh,
talking about, man. That's what
so
I'm talking about. That's
I
definitely
don't.
one thing that took me away from taking my cars to like shops and stuff, man. Just because
Aye.
people just try to get over on you, man.
Mm. Or what they'll do to you is say it's completely knackered until you buy another one. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I see that a lot. I see things. I go obviously to local scrapyard here, and I see
yeah.
cars in that scrapyard that I think to myself, "There's nothing wrong with that. It needed a set of brake pads. Someone told them in a garage it needs. You call them rotors. We call them brake discs, right? It needed a
Uh-huh.
set of brake discs and maybe a couple of brake pipes. They were probably quoted
Hmm.
£600 for that, you know. And it's like,
Yeah,
you know, you probably do that in an afternoon. It's
exactly.
like,
What some
what did
and
you
all it
scrap
does
that
is take
for?
you a little bit of time. That's,
Aye.
I know, well, you know this guy too, but,
Mm,
he probably don't come over here like that. But, he just spent over 400 bucks
aye.
to get, like the G bodies and stuff. They can
Yeah.
use the, rotors, like the brake kit and the rotors
Yeah.
from the S10 or like the Blazer
Yeah.
setup. He
Yeah. Yeah.
just paid somebody $450
Aye.
for a set out of the junkyard when he could have
Aye.
literally bought a brand new set for probably $300.
Yeah. Yeah.
The, he-
It's
mhm,
crazy, right? Because I can tell you a story, right? I think I'm not sure it was at Transit ones, right? And one of my pals said to me, "It's like the Ford Transit. You get they out in the States. I'm sure you used to.
uh-huh,
Savan, eh? And
yeah,
one of my
yeah.
pals said to me, "Oh, freaking, I'll just get the disc skimmed, like, you know." It's like I was like, right, so that's like 40 quid for the skimming. I said, for near enough that, you could probably buy a set of fucking discs for that van. I says, why not
For
go spend the money?
real. Yeah, for real. Like,
Eh?
or
Why not
either,
just
you know
go
what I'm saying?
buy a new set,
All it
man?
takes
Eh?
is sometimes a little bit
Aye,
of sweat sometimes, and people will just
exactly.
go
Mm.
above and beyond of the call of duty.
It is. I just think to myself, nah, fuck that, man. Freaking,
Yeah,
just gonna put new ones on it, you know. Freaking, I
yeah,
mean, we have Napa over here. There's a lot of the stuff like in brakes, disc pads, I buy even ball joints and such like that. Napa, you know, and
yeah.
they're fairly here. I want to be honest. We don't have a Napa dealership, but we have like local
I
motor
was about to say
factors.
when you just said that Napa, I
We
didn't know
don't
you
have
guys
we
had
don't we
a
don't
Napa.
have we don't have they do in England, but they don't up here in
Yeah.
Scotland with me. Yeah, I mean
Oh,
probably the central belt, like, but not up here. But what we
uh-huh.
have is an agent that they deal with, right? It's a local agent, and they
Yeah.
buy the stuff and they'll supply the stuff to us. You know, so
Okay. Okay.
and the
Okay.
parts are like they're as good as any of them. You know, so
Yeah.
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 I mean, I've used stuff from ball joints to brake discs, and I'm finding
Yeah.
myself, they work just as well as fucking the original stuff that was
Mm.
put on the car, you know. And I'm
But
like, the
no,
work,
that's a fact. That's a
the work,
fact. Like I've had people talk junk to me because like like with the coilover stuff,
yeah,
everybody's here, they're looking at QA1
yeah,
or the big names for it. No,
yeah,
I got a set of eBay coilovers,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And they work just as good. Like and you know what I'm saying? I don't see
John,
no need
John
for me to
Ladner,
have to spend just to prove something to y'all, just to make y'all feel good, or
John Ladd in the chat, right? He'll tell you the exact same thing, right? Because I know he used to work for a dealership, right? Okay, and freaking I know this for a fact because John said it to me. Like freaking, you can buy a set of coilovers, right? If a spring
yeah,
breaks in them, right, he doesn't have to buy the spring. He'll just buy another set of coilovers
yeah, yeah. Right.
because it's
Oh
cheaper.
man, some people get so
Uh,
ridiculous and wrapped around these like name brands and stuff
aye,
like that, man. Like
so it doesn't really matter,
they're
like,
all
you
the
know.
same to me. Like I learned that during like I told you, I co-own a camera and alarm company, right?
Yeah,
So the biggest camera brand like in the world is called
yeah,
Tight Vision for cameras,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay. I've learned that Night Vision it's a brand that's called Night Owl on
yeah,
Amazon. It's the same camera. All they did was just buy their technology
yeah.
and then put their name on it. But that camera is like two times as less
Aye,
than Hike Vision, right? So
yeah,
why not just spend the money and get the same technology for a cheaper version of what you
aye.
can get that technology because of its name?
It all cracks down to right. You get baked beans over there in the States, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
baked beans factory over here called Heinz, right? Okay.
yep.
Freaking here, they make all baked beans, right? They make all baked beans. Doesn't matter, right? They
Right,
make the
yeah.
smallest brand for 15 pence, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Here, then you think that people are going, right? Well, that big, it's no, there's slightly different. Aye, there is slightly different fucking sauce recipes, granted,
yeah,
right? Okay, so they have
right.
their own sauce brand, right? And there's
Hmm.
nothing wrong with that. But I mean, they're making everything. I worked for a while. I did a bit of work. I worked in this. No, I say a biscuit factory, right? Because that's what it was, a biscuit factory, right?
Hmm.
And they made what we call shortbread here. Scotland's famous for shortbread, right?
Yeah.
And it's biscuits, it's cookies, right? Okay, and they sell them in the shop, and they go by the name, the brand. I can't remember. Walker's was the brand, right? And
Yeah.
they were selling Pattersons and all these other brands. And I say to my wife all the time, man, I say it doesn't matter. It all comes from the same fucking factory.
It comes from
Uh,
the same place, right?
it's like,
Yeah,
and she's like, yeah, I know. So it's like,
yeah,
well, it's the end of the price. Well, yeah, because it's fucking, they just put a different price on it, you know?
yeah.
It's a slightly different
All they
recipe, but
do
it
is
still
just
works as
buy
good.
it. Yeah, they buy
Uh,
it from them as cheap as they can, and then
mm,
just put their names on it, and then it's like
mm.
it's whatever. And but then you get the other people that's like, oh, well, that's such and such. That's a cheaper brand. No, it's the
No,
same
it's the same stuff.
quality and the same
It's
product
just,
that you're
yeah,
using, just with a different name.
it's just a different name stuck on it. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think
I know that for a fact.
all the ketchups are the same. There's like
Mm.
a million different ketchup packages, but it's all the same.
It's all the same. It all comes from the same factory.
Yeah, just
It's
another
freaking.
way for them to make more money out of it.
That's all it is. It's just another way for them to make money, you know. So
Yeah.
John Ladd says
Hey.
too many Doobie Firkins or not enough. That's John Ladd's favorite word, Doobie Firkin.
Oh man, the heck yeah, man. Yeah, I've been doggone busy all week. I even had to go cut the grass again, man. Like this shit is out of hand.
Well, they've
Oh
cut the
my
grass out
goodness.
here. It's been cut out here every fucking. How many days since they cut the grass? Do you know? A couple of days ago or something.
The cat
2 days ago, wasn't it?
no,
Hmm.
yesterday,
Yesterday, she says, sorry.
and then 2 days before that,
And then 2 days before that.
and then 2 days
Dang,
before that.
So,
dang. Well, yeah, you worse than
Oh, what
me.
the hell are we?
Like
So much fucking
I'm
grass
at
with
least
the
at
grass.
like 5 or 6 day periods, like
aye,
right now.
Yeah, and
Like,
aye,
getting Mandy to cut
good gosh.
aye. Oh, it's crazy.
Right,
Like,
Tina.
Tina says to me, she says, they must be short of something to do.
Oh, they are.
I was like, well, no, they probably got something to do, but they just want to cut the grass because it's easier.
Yeah, no, yeah, and that too. But then if that grass get like to a certain point, it's like,
Aye,
fuck. Now you got to
aye.
worry about your damn mower going
Well,
through
they got
it and and getting beat up.
it's the way they do it over here because obviously it's I rent this property, right? And
Uh-huh.
they've got the grass
We,
that's out the
I,
front. Well,
we.
we rent this property, right? And the grass that's out there, right? It's like it's their they have to cut that. So what they do is they subcontract that, right, to a
Uh-huh.
company. The company come and cut it, right? So
Yeah.
the company are probably like, ah, it needs cut again. It needs cut.
Right. Oh, yeah. So they
They're
keep
just
coming
rocking
back.
it up. Ah, they're
Yeah.
just rocking it up.
Yeah. They just keep running it up. Yeah.
People
But heck yeah, man, that grass is well for us here
they like
for like the last 2 weeks. Um,
Yeah,
the grass like it's been raining like every day, and
yeah.
all this week it's just been sun and hot. So that grass has been growing. It's been humid as shit.
That's what
Oh
we
my
are
God. Yeah. So
over
like
here.
yeah,
It's
so
humid as
that
hell.
man. So
Uh,
yes, I was like,
under his
and
hair.
then before I already know like
yeah,
before it gets to a certain level because I don't like for my grass that when I cut it for it to look like damn
yeah.
bales of hay out there, like you're trying to bale some hay.
Yeah.
So I like to at least keep it at a certain level to where I don't got to
Aye.
go back over it with the little picker upper grass keeper, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just go back over just to kind of keep it at a certain level. But man, that
Yeah.
shit is out of hand.
Oh, it's crazy, like, eh?
Hmm.
Uh, hey, Jeanette, how are you? Hey, you know. Yes, I'm well. How are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're keeping well. Ah, you know, it's crazy, like, eh? YKB left because he saw I am now a lesbian thunder flange.
Oh man, I gotta go grab me some more cigars.
Yeah. I sent Mike a message freaking. I don't think
He
Mike's
might be still working on that MKZ that I seen him been working
freaking.
on today.
Wait a minute, what time was that? Freaking nearly an hour ago. Yeah. I think he's falling asleep beside it.
Yeah, he probably yeah.
He's
Knowing
sleeping.
Mike, knowing Mike, as long as the AC works, he's probably inside of it sleep.
Ah, he's
Like
sleeping. Mm,
knowing his ass,
he'll be fine. Mm.
right? He'll be back up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, my
Uh,
time.
nah, normally, no. If he's gonna miss a Friday, he'll send me a message, you know. So,
Yeah,
but nah, no message this evening. So
I was
I
about to
just
say
shit.
he probably didn't intend on missing.
Show goes on as normal, you know.
Yeah,
Mm. But it's unlike him, like, normally he's first to hit, you know.
yeah.
So maybe somewhere. Now, ever heard of a catastrophic astronaut? He just needed space. You never know. That's quite funny to be fair.
Yeah.
That is obviously is YKB's sister.
Yeah, YB, YK.
Ah, YKB's sister.
Yeah,
That's who
yeah.
is.
Well,
She's
I
funny.
call her YK because
Ah,
his is YKB and hers
YKB,
is
yeah.
YK. Yeah, that's how I've got her because I got them confused before. I was like, but yeah.
I don't know how you could get confused, like. But hey,
Oh Lord,
so it's okay,
yeah.
We can just
Man,
we
hey,
can laugh.
when you're drunk, when you're drunk and you're just looking at the name, it's like they're all the same.
And they all blend in. I know exactly what you mean, mate. I know exactly what you mean. Mm,
Like, man, I done butchered a whole bunch of people's names before.
mm.
Like,
I
they
butchered
come up on
everybody's
my
name all the time, so
right, they come up on the string yard and they be like, "Hey, that's not my name. That's not how you say it." Well, motherfucker,
I,
you should have told me that at the
yeah.
beginning.
I'm just Ollie. Yeah, that's easy enough to do. Uh, the channel's called Ollie Mack-Mechanical, but I'm Ollie. So
Yeah. How many hours are we off from each other?
I'm
I think we were like what, 2?
20 minutes past 10 at night.
Oh, damn. So we're full like 5 hours.
Aye, aye. So
It's
between me
five,
and
what,
Mike,
like
I think it's around.
5:19?
Aye, between me and Mike, I think it's like 7 or something. I think there's 7 hours difference.
Yeah.
Uh,
What? I thought y'all
aye,
would be
sure it's
closer
7.
because Mike is up north. Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's 7 hours between me and Mike. Yeah. Mm,
I just had to get
I'm
it
sure
down
it
with
is.
Australia with my dude Big.
Aye, well, Harold he normally comes in. I'm sure he's 9 hours in front of me. Yeah.
Normally, if they have a
Uh,
cook, it's always 8 o'clock
Hey, what
time.
up, cowboy?
okay, boy.
2
What you got
o'clock their
going out
time,
yonder,
8
my
o'clock
guy?
our time.
Ah, it's usually about 2 o'clock or something. One more. Why can't you trust
Got
atoms?
Cowboy Muse in the building.
Guess they make. Yeah, that is a good one. Why can't you trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Because they make up everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
you ain't lying. That definitely makes
Mm.
sense. That definitely makes sense. Ooh, dang.
Ronnie's gone quiet, so I guess Jason insulted him. Jason, stop insulting Ronnie, please. They always going on about their football, eh? I'm not into football, soccer, like, eh? I'm not into that. There's too much running about for me,
I
like,
got
eh?
I got two kids that play soccer, and I can't really
Uh,
tell you too much about it. Like
I
seriously.
hear, no, I'm not into that at all. Like,
And
here,
my son is real competitive in it. So he's
hi,
like in the AAU league,
yeah,
to where it's like the mid, like
mm,
good kids, like when they have good kid prospects, they pull them in. Yeah, so and I still
hi,
don't know. I just go out there and yell, like that's it.
hi.
All I
That's
know
it.
is take the ball from them and we kick the ball in,
Yeah,
motherfucker. Like that's
I'd
it.
hear. Nah, my dad did that. Like, obviously, they kind of, you know,
Yeah.
like, what's the word? They, yeah, like, obviously, my dad, like, he supported a team, and I was just never really into it. I was more into Formula
Yeah.
One racing, rallies, like rally
Mm,
cars and stuff like that.
yeah.
Football just never really appealed to me. Yeah, even
Oh,
NASCAR. I
oh.
like NASCAR. I mean,
I
that's
be
just like
using
something
like
I like.
NASCAR, bro.
You
Now I ain't even
know,
gonna
it's like,
lie. I ain't gonna. I've been
uh,
to
aye,
a couple of here in
yeah,
Rockingham. I've been to a few of them here, but it's like
mm,
I don't really get it. It's just for like a good time for you to have for real.
yeah.
If you go
That's the
there,
way I see it. That's
that's
the way I
it.
see it.
Like
It's just a good time, man.
yeah,
It's a day
yeah.
out, isn't it? So
Right.
they
You
had
get, the first three laps go off, and then you just start taking shots, and then you just wake up
aye,
on the last like final two, and then
aye.
that's the hurrah.
Was kind of just round and round in a circle, and I always thought to myself, fucking, after the first lap, you must know who the winner is.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah,
That's how it goes, right? Like
eventually, right?
seriously.
Something's gonna break, right? Okay,
Yeah,
it's just what's gonna break first.
yeah. Or who wrecks
Yeah,
into who. Like then
exactly.
then you then you're looking for those rival type things to where they're bumping into each other, and
Yeah,
causing stuff like that,
aye,
causing accidents and stuff.
aye,
Yeah. But yeah,
aye. It
man, like
happens.
I've
Like,
been to a few, man, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's the
with the
same as the
military,
That's the same as
with with
F1,
with, with the military, they gave you a pass and told you had to go to this place. It's like,
Aye,
hey, I'd rather be there than here. So it's like
aye,
I'm going. No, I'm
yeah.
going. So,
See,
hell yeah, man.
see, like F1 and that, right? They have the same, like, it's the competition in it, right? I mean, I remember
Yeah.
F1 when it was like big V8s and big V12 cars, right? Now they
Yeah.
have, right? Now they have the 1.6 V6, right? Okay. So they have a
Uh,
1.6 liter engine, right? Okay. It's a V6. That's basically like having a motorbike engine in the back of your
yeah.
car, but it's
Yeah.
fast as fuck.
Yeah, that's just like saying, "Hey, I'm just here." No, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna compete like that, but I'm just here. I just raised my hand to let you know I'm in class. Pretty much that. Pretty much, but
The way they've
man,
changed,
hey,
the way
yeah,
they've changed the cars that much from like when I was like obviously younger, right?
yeah,
I'm 46, and fucking when I used to listen to it, right? The V8 engines revving and all that, I used to think to myself, fuck's sake, I love the sound of them cars. The
yeah,
Ferraris, fucking the Mercedes, McLaren and all that.
right.
Used to listen to that noise and that was like, poof,
Music,
and then you look at
yeah,
it now and you think to yourself, that just sounds like a bunch of hornets.
right. Hey, right. Hey, give me that 2.3 and let me just ride around the city. Like, you know, now I'm telling like when I took the motor out of my car, I didn't
Mm,
know how sought after those
yeah,
3.8s are.
yeah,
I did not know it. You know what I'm saying? I just took it out because I was like, bro, I do not want a V6. I
yeah,
want a V8, but then I don't want a carburetor. So I was like, let me get
yeah.
this motherfucker up out of here. Man, within a few hours that I posted that on Marketplace
Aye,
that I was selling it, man, I had like 4 or 5 people, and then
yeah,
it's like they started bidding on it pretty much. It was
aye,
like,
aye.
oh, okay,
They
well,
wanted
okay.
it.
And then I thought about it. I was like, really? Why are they looking? But then I thought about it, was like, oh, they can put a turbo on this motherfucker and
Yeah,
make it into a Grand National almost. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, so
Aye.
you
Hey,
think you would
partners.
be thinking about those little small V6s, man? You put some turbos on them things,
Aye.
man.
Over
Most of
here,
the
over
tracks
here.
that we most of the tracks that we go to here, that me and my brothers and stuff go to,
Yeah,
most of them, when you walk up to their cars, most of them are
yeah,
4.8s or
yeah.
either they are 5.3s with
Excuse me.
big turbos strapped to them. And
Yeah.
it's because they're cheap to build,
Yep.
but they make a whole bunch of
Mm.
horsepower. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you
and
strap a turbo. You
yeah.
can strap a turbo to just about anything, right? Okay. Then
Mhm.
you got to worry about turbo lag and all that other shit that
Yeah.
goes with it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, over here, right? In the UK, right? Especially, well, I know up here, right? I say UK because I use that as a whole platform, man. Um, a lot of our vehicles are like fucking, they're under sort of the 2 liter mark, right? And they try to keep them under the 2 liter mark. And the trucks in
Mhm.
that, like the pickup trucks, right? They're fucking like they used to be 2.5, so they brought them down because of emission laws and all that, right? To two
Yeah.
liters, and they stuck twin turbos on them, to try
Mhm.
and bring the emissions down. And they stuck the what they call a depollution filter over here. I think it's called DEFs over with you,
Yeah.
and like
Yep.
they're trying to bring the emissions. I just think to myself, that's balls, So
Now, are most of you guys' engines over there diesel?
I'll here they're trying to rule diesel out, right? Okay, they want rid of it. You know, I
What?
mean, in the cities and that. Well, not up here with me. I'm all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I live in the Highlands of Scotland, so there's not really much call for emission zones up here because, like, you hear
Mhm.
that the air quality up here is quite good. Uh,
Yeah.
they say down south and that they're trying to say that the air quality is that bad that you need to get rid of all your old diesels. And it's really going on Euro standards, but standards that were
Yeah.
made back in the day when we were part of the European Union, right? When Greta Thunberg and all that were marching about going, this is gonna kill. But then the stupid thing about it is, right? All your jets and all your boats and all that, right? And here, not to mention the military, right? Okay, no, fucking got to respect our military, right? Okay, they're burning petrol, they're burning petrol, they're burning diesel. Fucking God
Shit.
love them for it, right? And fucking, we've got all these boats and all that, right? Okay, Navy
Yeah.
as well, right? But they're all burning petrol and diesel. So, right, our country's going to stop all that shit, right? Okay, we're going to stop using fuel. So, when's the next fucking like jet coming that's made of electric? I want to see
Yeah.
that.
Partnership on wheels. Right.
It's funny as fuck. It'll never happen, nah. They say
No.
2035 that they're going to stop it. Nah, no. They're
See,
trying to
that's what.
try to kid us, right? Say our oil's running out. Nah, oil's
Oh
like
man.
it's like a freaking, it's regenerating, right, all the time. Okay, it's like
Yeah.
freaking like your grass is gonna grow, the oil is gonna come.
Yeah.
It's
Man. Hey, I feel like they're trying to phase out of that though. Here in the
mm,
States, I feel like they push or are trying to push like more of the
yeah,
electric vehicle. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
They
But
do.
at the
That's
same time, it's like the majority of your money comes from
Yeah,
oil and
yeah.
gasoline. So it's like
Farms.
you can't stop it. You can't stop it.
You ain't ever gonna stop that
Mm-mm,
because right
mm-mm,
over here, right, the way the network. Now here, I don't freaking think electric vehicles aren't a bad idea, right? Okay,
mm,
in the city, right, people like say the old woman that goes to the shop twice a week or whatever, right? Electric vehicle, shoot her down to the ground. She's only been to the shop twice a week, you know, shoot her down to the ground. She's not
right,
going, 70, 80 miles, on that vehicle.
right.
So that's fine for her. But for the
Facts.
likes of myself, I ain't not used to me, I'm afraid. You know? And I
Yeah.
can understand that, right? But then if everybody decides, right, we're all going to buy electric vehicles, our whole our
Zero,
whole power network would not
zero
support
cell
it.
batteries that gonna get you
Huh?
home. Right.
But no, it's the lithium ion, right? Okay, and
Yeah.
the sad thing about it, right?
They
It's the
blow up.
kids. Nah, it's the kids that mine for that shit, man. Right? The
Yeah.
parents started mining for it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, the Chinese buy the shit, right? They build the
Yeah.
batteries, right? No disrespect to any Chinese, right? Okay,
Right.
but you got to think of the people on the other end, right? And I'm not just saying that because I'm a car mechanic. I'm saying that because I'm a human, right? Okay,
You know.
and
Right.
it's just it's not right,
Yeah.
Again, what to
I
say,
need. I
like
need.
freaking
I need to hear. I need to hear my car running. Like I'm sorry. I
exactly.
need. To, I need. I need to hear my own. If I can't hear it idling when I'm in park, I don't know
Did you
what's going on with it.
did you
Like.
watch? Did you ever watch Grand Tour? Right? I don't know if you ever watched it. Jeremy
Yeah.
Clarkson. Right? You ever
Yeah.
see the,
Yeah.
the last one? The last one they made, right? When Jeremy Clarkson's in the car and he says, "Now I don't want to be a part of this. It's like buying an
Yeah.
appliance."
Yeah.
Right? Well,
Yeah.
that's the way
Binding.
it is.
Yeah. It's pretty much.
And I feel like that here. That's the way the whole market is gone. It's buying
Yeah.
a fridge freezer. We're
Pretty
all going
much.
to be
Look
driving
at
fridge freezers.
right. Look at the Cybertruck. It has really no
I
style to it. Like
no.
it's just and people are off the shelf buying this thing for a
Mm,
hundred plus $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Just to say they have it. It's
fuck that.
I
Uh,
can't I can't I don't even if I had it, bro, I don't think I could
aye.
spend that much. And I love a lot of those cars, like even the C8, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
like the Ferrari F8, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
love them. I love them. But at the same
Aye.
time, I couldn't see myself purchasing a
Nah.
vehicle for that much, man.
No.
I couldn't see it.
Mm.
I couldn't see it, man. I'd rather get about three or four Honda Accords, 2007 models, to be exact. And I know
Part,
I could drive them things through the ditches and back,
Partner
and
says
it's gonna be all right.
this. What partner says? I'm saying EVs are not complete replacement, and it is insanity to throw it away. The internal combustion engine because the fuels that use it
Yeah,
pollute.
yeah,
Yeah, well, I kind of agree with that partner,
yeah.
man. I can't. And
It's
no, the
long as
Cybertruck's
it's
not
right.
actually allowed in UK roads, eh?
Oh,
Uh,
what?
no, it's not
Why?
allowed over here, eh? It's totally illegal.
What? How is it? Hold on. Wait.
It's
How is
totally
it
illegal, eh?
illegal?
It's totally illegal. It's something to do with the edges, I believe, on
Oh,
the
I was
actual
about to say
bodywork,
because
eh?
of the back wheels
It's to,
turn.
it's to do with the bodywork, I believe, eh? It's something to do with
Uh,
that, eh?
yeah, well,
Uh,
something definitely needs to be. It definitely looks like a
uh,
a Frigidaire refrigerator. You know what I'm saying?
well,
The stainless version.
they got rid of the British Army and all that used back in the Land Rover, right? And fucking when Land Rover, right, ceased to produce the Defender, right, the army went out and bought every single one they could, right, so they could at least supply themselves for so many years, right. Now they brought
Yeah,
another Defender out, which they said they would never do, but they did. Has 72 ECUs in it. Good luck fixing that thing. I'd like to see you drive that. They don't
yeah.
here. Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
That's the first thing I think about. Like when
Mm,
we're talking about like with me and the old lady having to purchase like vehicles and stuff like that, anytime we
Aye,
go to look at a vehicle, I think about it. I'll be like, can I work on it? If I can't work on it, I don't want it.
aye,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, no,
no,
I don't want it.
doesn't meet the construction and use of rules. Yeah, partners, it doesn't come. What's the word? It doesn't. It's to do with the. Oh, the police forces did the same with the road arrest. You hear partners? Yeah, it's all to do with fucking. But
What?
that's all Europe. It was a European law or something, partners, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and
Yeah.
we just because we were part of the European Union and that, we just like kind of
Oh,
kept all the laws or something. I don't know what the shit is
yeah.
with that. I'm not that. When it comes to fucking, I just obviously know fucking, some of the laws, but yeah, I
I'm
kind of
telling you, like
understand them because
they
I know it's a
they they
law.
try they try to push it here, man. I feel like
Uh,
because if you pay attention, all of our vehicles they only have like 100,000 miles
yeah,
guarantee, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, it's all up to you. And it
they did
seems
that.
like that's when they start breaking. Soon
A
as it
hundred,
reached that 100,000
right?
mile mark, it's over with.
100,000 miles, right? Okay. So they reckon you do 10,000 miles a year, right? The average mileage has gone up, so you'll do 20,000 miles a year, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So that's like half the time. That's 5 years, okay? So your vehicle is expected to last 5 years. And after 5 years, you're supposed to chuck it in the bin and buy another one.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
like, who the fuck's going to do that? If you buy
Right.
a really nice car, brand
Right.
new from the fucking dealer, you want that car to last at least fucking 20 years.
A
Uh,
lifetime. Shit.
uh,
Shit.
Henry Ford back in the day could have built a car, right? Okay, this is no bullshit. That would have lasted you a lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Mercedes, same thing. Could have built a car that would have lasted you a lifetime, right? The reason they didn't do it would have put them out of business straight away. Uh,
Hmm.
so we'd still
That's
be
that's the
driving.
same
We'd still be
that's the
driving them.
same reason, right? That's the same reason doctors just keep giving people prescriptions instead of
Aye,
like their alternate cure, right? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's like to
exactly.
keep you coming back because they wouldn't have a job
Aye,
if your ass wasn't sick every other month, you know?
exactly.
You know, hey, for real. Like,
Uh,
and I feel like that's some BS, you know what I'm saying? That the
It's just
higher ups
fucking.
play on us, you know.
Yeah, it is. At the end of the day, that's all it is, man.
Yeah,
Fucking. I mean, they brought out the corrosion warranty. Audi do the same thing, partners, man. They offer the
right.
corrosion warranty. Yeah, that's why a lot of their fenders, their wings, and all that got replaced because of rust. VW were doing the same thing, right?
Mm,
When VW they really got it. They got it tight because fucking they were using what they called an emission cheat, right? That was a load of
mm,
bollocks, right? It wasn't really an emission cheat, right? All it was software in the car, right? Would only allow the car to rev at a certain limit, right? Okay. So less emissions
mm.
come out of the back of it, right? Okay. But then at the end of the day, who drives their car through a city, right? Off the limiter? No one. When you test a car for emissions, right? It's tested a diesel, right? Okay. A petrol's tested at 2,500 RPM, right? Okay. A
Yeah.
diesel is tested off the limiter, right? Okay. So they set their limiter right down. They set their limiter like 2,500 RPM. By that, the
Right.
turbo was just spooling in, right? The Audi Volkswagen turbos they spool in at about 1,900 RPM. The Ford one
Hmm.
doesn't spool in until about 2,000. Okay, right? See, that's like obviously something that if you're in the trade, you'll know, right? Okay. If
Yeah.
you're not in the trade, you don't know, right? But you can probably feel it when you're driving a turbo diesel, right? When the
Hmm.
turbo spools in, right?
Yeah.
But that's what they did, and they got fucked for it. Over here, they got fucking, and in America too, I believe they got fucked for it, right?
Yeah.
Uh
Well, yeah.
the
Well,
emission, the emission, like,
over in the West,
I
because over
they
here on the
really,
East side, like we don't really, they don't do admissions over here on the East side, but overall on the
where Mike,
West,
where Mike lives,
Midwest.
where Mike
Yeah,
lives in
in
that
in
too. I
some of the north areas, yeah, yeah. They
they've
they
got
got they got they got fucked, yeah,
mm,
for real. But
well
yeah,
over
it did
here they were
classic.
like
Classic couldn't believe it. When
uh,
he told when me and him were talking and he was like, so do you have to get your car approved? I was like, nah. I was like, matter
no,
of fact, I can get antique tags for my car, so I
yeah,
don't even have to get it inspected. He
exactly.
was like, what? He was
No,
like,
you don't
what?
need an
I was like,
inspection.
yeah, I don't gotta do all that, bro. I don't even gotta get an inspection on my car because it's so old that I can just get an antique tag and it's like whatever. He was like, I can't believe that,
How's
man.
that,
But
boss?
over there in what Bad say? Oh, well, I can't see the other comments. I can't see Mike's comments. But he was like man, he couldn't believe that because they have emissions like so hard over there on
Swans
inspections.
brewed
So
up.
like that's why a lot of people don't be swapping and stuff over there. Or either go like with the LS swap, because they have to
Aye,
go through so many hurdles and everything just to be able to get it on the road to be able to drive.
give me 2 seconds.
Oh man, I have to go. Well, y'all can ride with me. I'll stay on. I just need to
Nah,
go
that's all
down
right,
to
man.
the no, I mean I just need to go down to the little gas station right here to grab some more blacks because I do go live later.
Aye,
So but no, I'll stay on here. We having a good conversation. I enjoy a good conversation, especially while I'm getting drunk too. Right?
I just went in the wrong
You're
VC.
you you you're
I
helping me out in two ways.
better
And
kick myself out of that.
Miss Tina's just sitting in the background.
My mate Boz is telling me something about picking like I here I've been doing a lot. I've been gaming on a server there, and picking Boz is telling me that
All
the
cars
certain
going down.
it's shutting down. What the fuck?
What you talking about as far as like what the emissions or
No, 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 no. He was telling me something about the a gaming like we do a lot of gaming together, me and Boz, eh?
oh
And he was telling me about it's like a GTA RP server, eh? They saying
oh
they're shutting it down. I was like, what the fuck? They're
well
shutting
I
it
don't
down?
know I don't know well you probably know well from Mike or whatever here a few
Yeah.
months ago in the United States they shut down TikTok and CapCut.
I don't even know that.
Yeah.
What? So
Oh,
you
you
don't
didn't
get
know?
TikTok?
Yeah.
You
That
don't
was
get
that
TikTok
was
over there?
that well, they brought it back for the time being because it was so much
Aye.
outrage, especially
Yeah.
towards TikTok, because that's how a lot of people get paid is from social media.
Yeah.
So they bought it back for the time being, but they still are planning on like eliminating TikTok
Aye.
from the United States, like ban period from the
Yeah.
United States here in the next few months.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't have a TikTok. But with that, I mean, it didn't hurt me about TikTok. But see, I use CapCut to edit my videos,
Yeah.
and CapCut is a sister of TikTok.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like without TikTok, there's no CapCut.
Mm.
So it's like you have a lot more people that's way bigger than me, that have
Yeah.
probably have a bigger name than me than, that use CapCut and stuff like that. And man, they had a whole bunch of problems, man, like people losing money, threatening stuff.
Aye.
And but yeah, they're definitely planning on banning TikTok. I don't know if that's like the same.
Mm.
When you just mentioned that server, that's what made me think about that.
Mm.
Right. That's crazy how they want to control stuff though.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, that's crazy. But
Mm.
I don't like to talk about like politics or, religion or anything like that, but it's crazy how they try to control us. A good friend told me back in the day how he probably try to like stereotype
Yeah.
racism. He was like, that's like putting red. He said, man, you can put red and black ants in the same jar, but then when you shake that jar up, then all of them are against each other. But them not realizing who shook the jar up, right? Is the
Aye.
main enemy. So like, I feel like it's kind of like propaganda,
Mhm.
how they feel amongst some things and stuff like that. I don't
Aye.
understand it though. Like we get trapped in a whole bunch of like shit that we don't even think about or know about as civilians, that go on governmental or politic wise.
Yeah.
But that's where we stand at though. And that's what we all stand at. Like we're all under that thumb, no matter where if we like it or not.
Doesn't matter whether you like it or not. No.
It doesn't matter if you like it or not.
No. I'm gonna shut this stream down anyway, man. Freaking, we're trying to have a
Okay,
listen to
man.
here, right? Okay. So
Yeah.
take care, everybody, and we'll see you all later.
Man.
And
Thank you
here,
for having
tune
me
in.
up.
Be sure and tune in to Toulouse, right? Okay.
All right, man.
We'll
Thank
see you
y'all.
later,
Thank
bro.
you,
Right?
man.
Take it easy,
All
yeah.
right.